To be successful, you need to manage your time wisely. When you say yes to something, you are saying no to something else. Hi, my name is Krishna, and in this video, we are going to talk about how successful people manage their time. Specifically, I am going to focus on top 6 principles that they practice every single day. Various research concluded that 41% of the items that people put on their to-do list are never done. 41%. There is a famous meme that goes like this. If you think a minute goes by really fast, you have never done a plank. Guess you get the point here. Good times always goes really fast, and it is just opposite when it comes to pain or suffering. You truly realize the value of every single minute. This is a perishable item. Time once gone is gone forever. Gone for life. Top 6 principles highly successful people know about productivity habits and time management. If not all the 6, even if you follow 1, 2 or 3, I tell you, you get and benefit a lot more from your day. Any of this can make a big difference as long as you sincerely implement it, which also helps you to build productivity mindset. See, if money is gone, it can be earned back, but the same cannot be done with the time. Every one of us has the same time. Every one of us, but very few are responsible and make the best use of it. It is my wish and hope that there is something in this episode that you can make use of to get more productive and get more out of your day. Even if you can just see how much of time you have in a day, and that to me is an absolute satisfaction. A satisfaction to the core for all the time, energy and effort that has gone into bringing this video to you. So, principle number 1. Always to identify most important tasks on hand and attend to them first in the morning. Who is that client who can increase your business revenue? Who is that? How is that project helps you to get promotion? Max out your bonus at work. Gets you new references. Increases the size of your business. Just think about the project that adds value not only to the business but to your team and to yourself. And then this comes in the way. You have to get into a discipline of scheduling the time to work out the most important task first thing in the morning. And why first thing in the morning? As per Harvard behavioral psychologist Amy Cody, we are at our best for about 2 hours window of time in the morning. You know what? She says that we are at our cognitive best. You feel powerful, you will be more effective and focused on your work. Always work on your most important task first thing in the morning. Principle number 2. If we have to be more disciplined and implement principle 1, then being disciplined is not enough. We have to have that intent and overcome procrastination. Your competition is yourself. The best self of today versus the old self of yesterday. Let us say that I want to hit the gym in the morning. I want to work out well, stay fit and fit. But you know what? My older version wants to hit the snooze alarm. So what do? How do I fight this? I am going to put this alarm on the other side of the room so that I will be left with no other choice but to get out of the bed to shut it off. And the older self says, oh God, don't know where my gym kit is. I will hit the gym tomorrow. Well, I am going to beat this older self by keeping things ready previous night next to my bed so that I don't have to look out for them in the morning. So we need to think of ways and means to overcome procrastination and all those excuses. Beat them up front in the present moment. This takes us to the third principle. Principle number 3. If we need to implement the most important task without procrastination, then you know what? This number 1440 can make a huge difference in your life. How? It is the number of minutes we all have every single day. And all those influencers like Tony Robbins, productivity guru David Allen, Tim Ferriss, Stephen Covey, Deepak Chopra, do you think all of them are practicing all these 5-6 principles that I am talking about today? Well, maybe or may not be. But if you read their books and articles and listen to them, you will notice that there is a common thread. That is, they always speak about the value of time, the value of every single minute. And you will realize how important time is, because money lost can be earned, but time gone is gone forever. So you know in 60 seconds what all you can accomplish. It only takes a minute to feel a heart full of gratitude. It only takes a minute to tell someone you love them. It only takes a minute to pass on a compliment to your colleague. It only takes a minute to get a breakthrough idea. It only takes a minute to tell your loved one how much you adore them. It only takes a minute to run towards a fear. It only takes a minute to set a big goal. It only takes a minute to drink a glass of water. It only takes a minute to smile. It only takes a minute to connect with a friend. It only takes a minute to help a human being in need. It only takes a minute to embrace a change. A whole bunch of things can be done. What I say is, if you truly get this point, suddenly you will realize and you will notice how generous you are in letting people to use your time with all those minutes on wasteful discussions or trivial things. So, make the best of your minutes. Each one of them makes up your life. Now this takes us to the next principle. Principle number 4. If we need to implement the most important task on hand without procrastination, because time is the most valuable and scarce resources of all, then we need to work through our calendar and not through our to-do list. Organizing our calendar is paramount. You can go and explore any of those influencers whom I have been following for quite some time in my life. All of them at some point in time mention that they work through organizing their calendar, and very less they talk about the to-do list. And you know what? Research says, you can Google it, 41% of the to-do items are never completed. Part of the problem here is, in my opinion, most of the time we just struggle to figure out what task to prioritize. Having said this, the to-do list is still a wonderful, classic, powerful tool. But it works well only when it is integrated well with other principles. So, if you want to get going with the things on hand, pick up the time, place, duration, and live through your calendar. This leads us to the next principle, principle number 5. If we need to implement the most important task on hand without procrastination, because time is the most valuable resources of all, then not only working through our calendar is important, but to say no to all the things that don't support your immediate goals. Yes, saying no. Certainly this is not about being rigid or rude. These successful people exactly know what their values are. They know their goals. They organize their calendar that will help them to get there. And usually this will not allow them enough time for other things. See, since our childhood, we have always been told to be helpful, to be available for people if they need our support, so on and so forth. But over some time, what I have realized is, every time I say yes to something, I am saying no to another thing. So getting good at saying no and doing it politely with all respect in a delicate way is something that a lot of you out there have to do. Easier said than done. Principle number 6. Productivity is all about energy and focus and not about time. Now don't tell me that this principle actually dislodges all other principles that I spoke about. No. This principle forms the foundation on which the other principles stand. If you build your foundation on this principle, it will become easier for you to build and sustain the other 5 principles. See, it is like this. unless you have a healthy body that supports all your thinking to planning to execution, you get nowhere. As we all know, we all have this 1440 minutes every single day. So the idea is, first of all, take care of the frame in which you live, that is your body. Good moderate exercise, moderate diet, enough water, good night's sleep are all paramount and needs to be practiced as a whole and not in isolation. Along with this, all these highly productive people ensure that they take enough breaks like sprint and rest. Most of these people practice this famous most liked Pomodoro technique. Work for 25 minutes with absolute focus and then take a break. Maybe 5 minutes walk around. The idea is to work with focus and attention on a specific task and ensure that it is completed within the agreed time frame. Well, these are the powerful principles that has changed my life for the better. Ensure you implement these principles in your life consistently for about 40 to 90 days without a break to lead the life that you always wanted to. This is the time you are spending for yourself. Well, thank you for your time and watching this video. Get connected to me on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook and Instagram to see what I am up to. And on YouTube, do subscribe, give me a like, share and comment. It means a lot to me. God bless you.